So today we have with us Konkana Sen Sharma, one of the finest performers that we have. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Mumbai Diaries is receiving great reviews, and so is your performance as always. So very cliched question, but how does it feel?
Really had not anticipated, but I think it's really resonated with people. And I'm really excited that now that we've shared it with people, people have given us such great reactions and they're loving it. So I'm over the moon. I'm very excited.
I wanted to talk to you about some of your finest performances that have stayed with me over the years. It's a very tough choice, but I'll quickly try.
Okay.
So I want to start by talking about Aisha from Wake Up Sid.
Ah.
There are two scenes in the film. In the first scene, you and Ranbir Kapoor, you both are sitting at the roof and you tell him that you are still a child. तुम्हारे अंदर अभी भी बचपना बाकी है. A few scenes later, when you and Rahul Khanna, your boss, you are at a party and you both are listening to jazz, and he says the same thing to you कि तुम्हारे अंदर भी अभी भी थोड़ा बचपना बाकी है, and Aisha is immediately upset. What happened?
I think they're talking about very different things.
Yeah.
When Aisha is talking to Sid, she's trying to explain to him that you have to take responsibility for your own life and the consequences of your actions. And when Aisha is talking to her boss, then we are full of contradictions as human beings as well. But that is a much more minor matter. That is that don't always seek what is familiar to you. What the boss is trying to say, Rahul Khanna has done that so well. And I think what he's trying to say is that be open and learn new things and, don't always seek comfort in the familiar things. So you can expand your horizons, which is the same thing she's also telling Sid's character. So it's a nice, interesting chain, because we all have so many different facets to us. We're not always the same about everything,
I want to talk about a very underrated film of yours. It's called Mirch. You played two characters, Lavni and Anita. And they both were able to con their husbands in the most imaginative ways possible. I feel that your stories were the most cleverly written. Was it fun being a part of two different films in the same film?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was almost like an anthology before anthologies. Yes. And it was a very unusual kind of a role, both of them. Very unusual role where the women are really taking charge. Why? I think I really like those stories because, many times women don't have the kind of choices. Especially in the story, which is, set long ago about the queen. I mean, women have led very restricted lives. They are not allowed many freedoms. They are not allowed many decisions. So these are the small ways where they can exercise some choice in their own life. And it's done very cleverly, subverting the patriarchy. So I really had fun with that.
I have to talk about page 3. I want to ask you, what are the things about entertainment journalism that you would like to change?
Wow, that's a big and relevant question, I feel, today, right?
Yes.
See, one thing about entertainment journalism is that we have to understand that, you cannot, I don't think that journalists should be pushing these boundaries and not giving space to the celebrities. Whatever the celebrity is, sometimes it's a private moment of grief. Sometimes it is a difficult time that another human being is going through. You have to see celebrities as human beings, perhaps very privileged human beings, but still human beings. So when they are going through their time of difficulty or grief or whatever it is, we have to give that space. It has to be consensual, like with many other things in life. If the celebrity is saying, no, I don't want you to take my picture, please stop, then you have to respect that because you have no right and it should be illegal. Actually, there should be legal consequences to this because it's not fair, it's not dignified, it's not dignified of the journalist either. And who wants to be like that, So we must learn to give space and it must be consensual. Only when the person who is doing the interview or the bite and the person who's giving the bite or the interview, they are both agreeing that, okay, you can ask me questions. Sometimes it's the safety risk, Sometimes it's like a busy street or there's a small child involved. So you have to give this space.
I love Life in a Metro, but I'll talk about Ek Thi Dayan. Your character is something which I call absolutely smashing and scary. How did you respond when you saw yourself in that stunning character?
I was really excited, because I've hardly got any roles as a villain or even a dark character. Mostly the characters I've played have always been like, very morally upright, very correct in their, attitude and their behavior. And, not somebody who's any kind of, there's no ambiguity, there's no darkness. It's always a very morally upright, good kind of a, character I've always played. So Ek Thi Dayan was one of the first few roles where, she's actually out and out quite evil. So I had a lot of fun with that.
It has been 12 years since Luck by Chance, and every time I see Konkana Sen Sharma, I don't feel this is Konkana Sen Sharma. I feel this is Sona Mishra finally living her Bollywood dream.
Oh, wow. That's a lovely way to look at it.
How do you look back at Luck by Chance and Sona Mishra?
I'm just so happy that I was able to be a part of Zoya's debut. It's such a fantastic script. It's one of the most well-written scripts. It really encapsulates in many ways, the workings of the film industry in a way that other films haven't. I'm sure that there's lots that can be shown more. But for the first time, we showed many different layers of how the film industry functions. So it's very interesting for the people who are working in it. And I'm sure it is interesting also for outsiders who are interested in the film industry and what are the workings of it. And it's done with such humor, compassion. It's so sharp. I really enjoyed being directed by Zoya. I would love to work with her again. She's one of the best directors we have. And I was very happy to be Sona Mishra.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for talking to us. Congratulations for Mumbai Diaries, and looking forward to what you do next.
Thank you,
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.